Are you thinking about buying a Steam Deck?
There's no waiting list anymore, so now it's easier than ever to get hold of one.
But you haven't quite decided yet whether you'll actually go through with the purchase. Well, then you should keep watching. I've had mine for a few months now, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about it. And this is not a sponsored video. If you were to order a Steam Deck today from the UK, it would take roughly 2 to 4 weeks to arrive. But trust me, it's worth waiting for. In fact, this has unquestionably been one of the best purchase decisions I've made over the past year. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect. There are some downsides, but there is so much to love about the Steam Deck. Starting with the way it looks.
It's also really comfortable to hold.
In fact, it's about as comfortable to hold as an Xbox controller, and I think that has a lot to do with these chunky grips,
which are nowhere to be found when you examine two of the Steam Deck's closest competitors, the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch Lite.
This is my Switch Lite. Now I can tell you from experience that longer gaming sessions usually lead to me getting pins and needles in my hands, but the deck doesn't suffer from this at all. Alright, now let's talk about the games. The Steam Deck plays PC games, and whether or not you're already a PC gamer, this is huge. If you're a newcomer to PC gaming, well, this is probably the most affordable way to get into it. That's if you want a machine that's actually capable of running the latest AAA games. And it actually does a pretty good job of it too, albeit at an 800p resolution. On the other hand, if you're already a seasoned PC gamer like me, well, now you can take your entire gaming library with you wherever you go. And I'm not just talking about your Steam library either. Epic Games, Origin, GOG, you can run games from all of these stores on your Steam Deck. If you have a subscription to Microsoft Game Pass Ultimate, you can even do cloud gaming on the Steam Deck. Not that I've ever felt the need to. I'm just not prepared to deal with that latency when I have a fully functioning gaming PC in my hands. Are you kidding me? And while we're on the subject of libraries, there are some games in my library that I've had there for years, but I've just never gotten around to playing them. And that's probably because if I'm playing games at my PC, it's usually at the end of a long day of work, I'm sitting at my desk, I'm tired, and I'm just not always prepared to take a chance on a game that I might not enjoy playing. So I tend to stick with the ones I already know that I'll have fun with. Besides, I don't always enjoy spending so much time at my desk. It can be pretty isolating. On the other hand, I could play my Xbox, which is in the living room. But then I'm hogging the TV, and I don't know, that just seems a little selfish to me. With the Steam Deck, I can relax on the couch, browsing my games library at a leisurely pace, and there's far less pressure to actually choose something to play. Maybe I noticed that indie game which I purchased a few years ago and then immediately forgot about. Now, I can't think of a valid excuse not to try it. In fact, I've come across some truly brilliant games this way. Now, a little earlier on, I said this wasn't the perfect device. So here are some downsides. The battery life could be better, but you do have some control here. You can reduce the screen brightness and the refresh rate, and you can cap the frame rate. And while these things do degrade the experience somewhat, if you're willing to do them, they will make a big difference. Now, the next thing I've heard some people complain about is the size. It's pretty massive for a handheld, but most of the time, that's actually a good thing. It means you get a nice big screen, and as I said before, it makes it far more comfortable to hold. The only time the size really becomes an issue for me is when I'm traveling. Thankfully, the Steam Deck comes with this awesome protective case, and it has this elastic strap, which makes it really easy to carry around the airport without forcing you to fit it into your hand luggage. The Steam Deck, in my opinion, signals the start of an exciting new era, because if it ever achieves mass adoption on a scale anywhere near the level of the 3 most popular gaming consoles, then it has the potential to revolutionize handheld gaming and PC gaming in all sorts of ways. Think about it, the operating system is Linux based, which means you could technically run it on pretty much any modern PC hardware. So it could just be a matter of time before we begin to see more devices from more manufacturers hitting the market at various price points. Maybe someday they'll even start experimenting with different form factors. Now, that's a pretty exciting prospect, but it'll only happen if this ecosystem continues to grow. And the good news is, right now, it's not showing any signs of slowing down. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. This is a small channel, but I really enjoy making these videos, and I would really appreciate it if you'd hit like and subscribe. Thank you.